Good afternoon. Let's continue the Roman conquest of the Pentry and surrounding areas. Let's see how well it will do and what the consequences might be of such a thing. One thing that I managed to do, I did a bad take that I redid the intro, so to speak. And during that one, I put a seat on Vey, so that's a thing that I have occurred. We might want to be aware of it, we might not. Who knows? A thing we should probably do soon is build buildings. Buildings have a tendency, as we read before, to increase the chance of getting population and promoting population to be of the right quality. And we should also probably chase after these armies so they don't run around and cause any issues for our little empire. Maruvium, Maruvium, Maruvium. Yes, take them down, and then we have 1,000 men over here. And none more have joined in the coalition since the last guy did. There's still quite a few people, and I'm expecting to have more of them to join in. But the reason that there will be so many is that this region, Etrurian and what is it, Italic people, they still have a lot of independent states. But as soon as we quash them, as soon as we destroy them, there won't be anyone to say no. There won't be anyone. There won't be anyone left to care about them. Spurius Julius Crassus is the new leader. Liberty. Oh wow, benevolent. That's pretty nice. Unfortunately, we don't have any subjects. But if we did, it would be great. And I like that we just had a peace with, or truce with the Sabini. But they are still, once again, at war with us. They really don't like us. And apparently these guys are also in the war, the Hirpini. I completely forgot about that too. So we're gonna take all of that. We should really go for Campania next, but once again, those are Greek people. Those are mostly Greek people. And as such, quite annoying to deal with. The sack of Samnium, I'm so tempted to take the population, but once again, we want those population working for us and not to be slaves. It just seems better to have them as population in the province itself. That's not good. We don't want them to do that. Let's go and deal with them. Those are some hired people. They're working. They're down, yeah, over here. Been hired by the Pentry to do evil acts. Probably take out the Pentry army, the Legio 1 under Ignatius Magius. And we siege down this province, so we could probably have peace with Sabini and take the last remaining province that we didn't take before. That's a lot of money. I'm happy that it will almost all go to my coffer. There we go. There we go. One less nation to join in any kind of coalition. That is nice. So yeah, we're taking them out one by one, by one, by one, by one. The Piceni are having second thoughts, really. They have negative relations, but they still want to be allied with us. Because it is in their best interests to do so. I thought they would actually go on Pentry's side, but it seems they have chosen us instead. That's pretty interesting. The guy, Lucius Herminus, is a conqueror, charismatic negotiator, and a fierce negotiator. Mercenary maintenance minus 25%. Maleventum is over. It has been taken. We could probably have a peace with them and once again annihilate one small little nation from the face of the planet. There we go. The Roman conquest is never ending. There we go. Lucani has joined in. Lucani is over here, of course. They are of Italic culture. The Welsh have joined in, which are over here. So let's see with our coalition. Who do we have against us? We have the coast here, and then we have Lucani and I guess the Greek states over here. It might actually be an opportunity to take them without having to deal with everyone else there. Aritim. Though this is going to be a fairly big coalition war as soon as it breaks out. It's going to be quite big. There we go. And now we have peace with these guys to take the rest of the provinces, making everyone else even more pissed off at us. It's hilarious, it's wonderful. And if it goes too bad, it will be very bad, but I have faith. I have faith in Rome and Rome's ability to stand up to these aggressors. We can upgrade our government rank, which is pretty nice. And Condottieri, let's cancel them with the Veneti. And upgrade our government rank, so now we are a large state. And large state has more diplomatic relations, I think. Maybe that hasn't counted yet. I think we do. Yeah, now we have a lot more diplomatic relations to use. So we could just get a bunch of allies. Could just see if there's anyone. There's a lot of people that want to be allied with us. So let's pick someone that are nearby. These guys, for example. These guys could join us. In an alliance, we could have an alliance with the Locroix. Let's do the Croton. The Croton wants to be allied with us. Let's pick them. And let's pick the Locroix. Because they're nearby, so when the coalition war starts, we will have more allies on our side. The Vetturi? Let's pick the Vetturi. They are nearby too. And now with them in our hands, maybe let's go for the Podeli. Yeah, there we go. Now we have allies. Actually, I have too many allies. This is a bit worrisome. Neapolis has joined in against us. Which is a bit of a shame, isn't it? Ain't it a shame? And let's pick a good leader, that guy. And Rebel Uprising Daunia has joined in. But with that in mind, we do have quite a few allies now. Along this all. We should probably get rid of the Bellares, honestly. We should dissolve this alliance just so we don't have too many diplomatic relations. I'm sorry, Bellares. You're not worth it, though. You're too far away. You're worthless. I'm sorry. We're still losing some money due to advisor maintenance. But how has it spread now? Has it gotten any better? We do still have quite a bit of devastation in our land, which doesn't help. But it doesn't seem to spread too much. In Roma. Yeah, it's doing alright in Roma. It's doing quite good actually in Roma. Privileges for the plebeians, accept their demands. Belaphrian separatists in, well, I'm assuming, over here. Should probably have our army ready. The Etruscans are ready, or Turians are ready to oh, no, it was Etruscans. It was Etruscans. But they are ready to revolt soon. The Sabini will be too. Actually, there's a lot of revolts that are possible. Yeah, that's the negative side of having so much conquest done in such a short time. Of course, there needs to be some kind of negatives for doing all of this. I also like that there's a fort over here. That's pretty nice. And there's one fort over here too. That's also really nice. It's annoying when you conquer it, but afterwards it's fairly nice too. Make sure that the enemy over here will be... And there's a fort over here too. Yes, that is perfect fort placement really. On pretty much all of our fronts, we have some forts that are protecting, making sure that the enemy is not able to move as well as they maybe want to. We should probably put up a citadel here too. We can pay for that maintenance. It's going to take a while to build it, but we can deal with it. If we have a fort here, we have a fort here, and we have a fort here. That's going to be perfect to make sure that the enemy can't move far at all. And we have almost gotten the core done here. If we look at the local autonomy, it's not looking too great. The capital state is doing wonderful, however, which is really, really great. The rest, not as much. Not as much. We need to make these into states first, but yeah, that's not really possible. Umbria. Why can't we make you into... Ah, they're not cores yet. Okay, so but when they are cores, maybe we could do that. Do they have separatism left in Tibur? Doesn't seem that way. Okay, so soon we can make these guys into a state, or Umbria. We need to have these cores done yet. They're done first. Alright, so I wonder if this coalition is willing to do anything, otherwise we might just be on the aggressive side. As soon as we have cored all of this. Okay, let's do this. Let's come to a compromise. Let's come to an agreement. If by the time we have cored everything, they haven't done it yet. Wait, what is this? Zealots burn down the sanctuary in Volsini? Yeah, sure. It's not good to lose a shrine, but still. If by the time we have finished all of our cores and the coalition war has not yet started, we'll go on the offensive again. We will soon have revolts happening. I almost thought that was happening in our land. It was not, thankfully. Oligarchs gain power. That's not good. And look here, Narnia. We have Narnia. Oh, and another... I just come up with... I just remember a lot of cool things. Establish colony. You can make a colony. It costs 300 ducats apparently to make a colony in Bay, and it will also increase the state maintenance by a ton. But after that, you turn this place into a place with your culture and your religion. So that's pretty cool. It costs a lot of money to do that, and it takes a long time to do it as well. But it's a thing you can do, and it's fairly cool that you can do it. It's a cool mechanic. I like it. Overall, this mod has a lot of cool things in it. How far is it going with the syncretized religion? 90% progress. That's getting there, getting there. Unfortunately, we're getting to the part with having low harmony, and it's gonna be there for a while. Abandoned village. The villages around our colony in Vey are abandoned, and the people have left their home and moved away in other regions. Alright. So you get a bunch with the population and how the tribal population can be promoted to commoner, you get more commoner and so forth. And you can, I think you can only do that when you reach the point of being a large state. And maybe it will be cost either more or less when you gain the next, like when you become, what is it called? A major state. Maybe it costs less then. At least I hope so. But soon I want to reach the stage of having 2 armies at the same time. That would be really useful. Right now we could increase our armies a fair amount, but that would be 80 out of 64 if we increase our armies as much as I want them to be increased to. Maybe we can, you know, raise some more citizen soldiers. What kind of citizen soldiers are you? You're Etruscan horseman. All right, good. So we will add them together, and then we will add like that with our armies. I don't know about compositions at all when it comes to the military. But since this artillery has reformed into the skirmishers, you want to have a lot of them, hopefully. So hopefully this is good. It has worked out, well, so good so far. Let's just hope that it continues to be, well, good. We have a lot of overextension. Overextension increases the autonomy of all the provinces, even the ones that are, well, not overextended. So we want to fix all of this soon. There's a lot of population to core, and it's gonna be really nice when it's all done. Res Publica Libera. Like, having government organization would be cool, but it's so hard to keep it. Like, number of provinces, minus 0.24. That's gonna lower it a lot. If you strengthen government, for example, you get 2 in government organization, but it's gonna go away so quickly. Oh yeah, Navy. That's North Mediterranean. We can maybe, yeah, we can make more ships. There we go. We'll have 49 ships, most of them merchant vessels. Succession crisis and revolt. Succession crisis is Babylon. Oh, we can see more of the world now. Let's take a look at the population and stuff. Look at the population in Babylon. Like, this one has 70. And then around 40, 43, 43, 46. Yeah, 50, 49. Uruk over here with 33 or 43. There's a ton of population here. A ton. It's weird to think about that. That area had like one of the most dense populations in the world at that point. It does make sense. I don't know if it's actually true, but it would make sense considering they had 2 rivers nearby and a lot of fertile land, at least back in the day. It's the same thing with Carthage, for example. Carthage, as we all know, was burnt down by the Romans after the Third Punic War, and then afterwards was rebuilt by Julius Caesar, and to be Roman Carthage, one of the biggest cities in all of Rome, and the port from where all kinds of food and wheat, whatever else, like the breadbasket of the Roman Empire was Africa, like Northern Africa and Egypt, and a lot of it was shipped out from Carthage. It's interesting to consider. I'm not certain, but I think the climate has changed a bit since that time in that area. Or maybe they're still really good to make food from. I don't know. I honestly haven't been there. So we have 2 revolts are popping up very, very soon. We have the Sabinian revolt, so we could maybe place our army here. Oh, there we go. The Sabinian revolt already happened. And then we have the Veii separatists that are gonna happen soon. Over here in Veii. It doesn't help that we've decided to make a colony there at the same time, which they're not too happy about. They just have to deal with it. And we're still making our citadel there. Now we can make a state in Umbria. We'll probably do that. And core everything that we need to core. So now we have all of these things as cores as well. And I think at least we should make at least one of these things. Tibur, you will be the seat of the Senate in this state. Just as Veii is the seat of the Senate in Etruria at the moment. Though we may want to make... Let's do Volaterrae there. There will be a seat also. So we have 5 seats now. Which is manageable. It just gives a very nice bonuses to have a seat there. Okay, we can't have our army there. That is bad for us. Should probably work out our army a bit more. So far, so good when it comes to the coalition. And also, there's a lot of things that have not joined the coalition as well. The coalition is fairly lackluster at the moment. So we could strike against, for example, Poseidonia over here. Poseidonia are allied with a fair few people, including Neapolis. We could take Neapolis from, or in that war. The only problem would be navy-wise. Our navy is not the strongest in the world. And they would have a lot of allies on their side. Or quite a few allies anyway. Yeah, over here. Which is a bit hard to reach. And we need... the reason navy is mentioned is because they have an island out here, outside of Neapolis, called Pithecusae, or something like that. Not the easiest name to say, I don't think. But it's one that we want. Or at least I want it. To be fair, I do want it all, if possible. Okay, it was a short workout for our army, but we need to be ready for the revolt happening here in Veii. Harbor burned down. Oh no, small harbor in Aternum. I didn't even know we had that, but that's a shame that they burned down. I don't even know where Aternum is. Oh, it's over there. Actually pretty bad. Yeah, that's actually really bad. Don't know what this means. We have 12 population, but maybe they need to be a proper core. No, it's one of our core provinces. I don't know that. Maybe it needs to be our own population or something. I don't understand. But we're getting done with all the cores, and I promise that if we got done with the coring and we still haven't had a coalition war, we would go to war again. And I can't really back down from a promise now, can I? So maybe we should go to war with the Poseidonia. Let's have our army ready. The Veians will revolt soon, unfortunately. Is there anyone that would join us in a war? The Locroix would join if we paid them. The rest we don't have enough... we either don't have enough favors or we simply have too bad diplomatic relations with them to convince them. And that is fair. We have a domineering attitude towards them. I haven't really said that yet, but I can believe that. Let's just be very aggressive and do it. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I don't want to fight the Neapolitans while they have that modifier. Damn, that is a lot. Can we see that again? Can we get another picture? Can we get the helicopter there to film it or something? That's a lot of men. Holy crap. There, no. God, I just saw it and then it was disappearing. Can we see it again? Show us potato salad. Oh. Alright, it might be a ship passing by soon that will give us any kind of vision, but it disappears so quickly. There we go. 47.5 thousand pretender rebels sitting there. That is a lot. That is a lot. We would have to defeat them in order to, well, take everything we want to take. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. We could break our alliance with the Piceni, but they would simply join in. We could take Florentia, which are they allied with too? They're allied with the Tigulli, which are over here. And they're also independence guaranteed by Papluna. Papluna, however, we could take over. Would Papluna join in such a war? Bet they would. Yeah, they would. And we could take this, we could take up here. These are mostly tribal places. They have some non-tribals, but mostly tribal. It could be fairly effective. Or we could take this Poseidonia and surround Campania. Huh. It is a difficult thing. It is a difficult thing to consider. That is just so many, 47.5 thousand. And I think that's gonna be one of those cases where that's just gonna last forever. Unless we defeat their navy. Yes, unless that happens. Alright, let's do this. If nothing else, we could take this and just reform their religion or whatnot. Let's go to war, everyone. War has happened. And of course the separatists happened the day after. God damn it. You gotta be kidding me. Why does it have to happen immediately? Oh, and now the Welsh declare war. Alright, alright, alright. We got a lot of people joining in on our side though. So let's take a look at the war here. Yeah, we have a lot of people joining in. And now we're in 2 wars. So we are kind of above our heads. They were fairly smart in the way they did this. We should probably withdraw our navy back because we will be outnumbered there. And we probably won't reach that before they siege it down. So yes, our building and everything is... well, we need to take it back. Oh, now they have gotten there, so maybe we will not have to deal with all of those people there, all those rebels. Alright, so there's a lot of people being hired here and there and everywhere. We have a lot of enemies against us, let's just say. We have a lot of enemies against us. Yeah. This is why you tend to not do this, and these are the consequences. But it also makes it more exciting. At least I think so. So is the Roman Navy back? Let's cancel your mission. Succession crisis in Croton. That's good because they are one of our enemies. So it's good that one of our enemies have issues there as well. So when we're taking this, we should defeat some of the people up here. I mentioned before that I'm not too worried about coalition wars, and there's a reason for it. It's actually a fairly good reason for it. I'm just hoping to be able to show why not. These guys up there are actually doing fairly okay. Let's see if we can catch them off guard here. We could, and we did. Defeat them there. See, we're already positive in the war score. Should focus on one enemy first and then go for the rest. There we go. Now we have 30%, by the way, in in war score. That is a lot. That is a lot. No debate in Senate. Let's have a debate then about, I don't know. Oh, they've changed it, haven't they? Yeah, there's different issues now. What a shame. I wanted that previous issue that was really, really, really good. Let's do that one then. And let's bribe people with money and political office. And I guess give a little bit more local power. There. I just wanted to be... so we have that effect. That's going to lower unrest by quite a bit. And be very useful in that regard. So now we're at 33% with the punitive war. So we could soon, like fairly soon, just win a few more battles and then just call it a day. And we have a lot of allies as well that are taking, taking part in our war. We should go down and defeat some of them down there as well. Actually, we have an enemy army up here, 6,000 men from the Welch. If we take them out, that would be rather nice. They are locked in on going to Florentia, so we're gonna defeat them there and give them hell. There we go. Now we're 57%. Like that was just like a couple of battles, and yeah, we could negotiate for peace now. Like we could just end that war right now. Maybe we should, and maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should just leave it on a little bit more. They have a lot of soldiers up here, however, and I'm not too interested in continuing war with that many people. I don't think we will gain too much from it, so let's just end the war. So, there was the punitive war. There was the coalition war. Like 3 battles and done. I can't complain too much, and now we can deal with this war. And if we just look at the numbers, we are not doing too great here either. Not at all. We are outnumbered in every regard, but we have a better strategic position. Because we don't have to go through the waves. And we can take them out one by one. They rely on all of these people working together. I'm relying on myself to work together with myself. Mostly doing okay in that regard. Mostly. So they have 7.5, and that will be a defensive battle as well. And i.e. a victory for moi. Let's see here. Yep, that is a victory. Where are they going? On the ships? Okay. Yeah, they're defeated now. And this will go back to our side. Meanwhile, Neapolis is being sieged by their rebels, so Neapolis is out. These guys also have pretender rebel issues, and Croton has pretender rebel issues. So all of our allies, or enemies, more to the point, have pretender rebel issues. And good that the revolt happened right before. That's excellent, actually. We're gonna have a rebellion soon here, I think. Let's go meet them there. In Poseidonia. Actually that's going pretty bad so far. But I think our superior numbers will win out in the end. But yeah, one issue is that of Navy. Maybe if we take out the Crotons, maybe they are willing. No, they are not, apparently. They have a massive rebellion on their hand, but they're not willing to negotiate for peace. What bastards. Let's leave a contingent of soldiers there to siege. Just wish we could have naval superiority, but we can't. And let's go and take out the Neapolis army over there. How's it going in the rest? This is why I got some more allies, by the way. when the coalition war starts, we can use them. They're not very useful before that, but in defensive wars they always are reliable. Well, not always, but most of the time. Piceni, however, did not join in, so they are gonna get the wrath on them as soon as the truce ends, and hopefully before they join in a coalition, or in the coalition. So that will be Neapolis army, crushed under our boots. There we go, that is done. They still have issues with the pretender rebels that will hopefully win the day, and then we can take Neapolis. We might need to take the city or the island in a later conflict. I just wish to fix this mission over here. And I also played a bit more with the mission system, like a regular nation in regular EU4, and I'm not a big fan of them. I didn't know that there was so many generic missions that were available for everyone, but I played a bit as Austria, and Austria just really quickly got permanent claims on like half of Central Europe. It was insane. And permanent claims as well. So yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of that, honestly. I don't know how many permanent claims they got before, but it just seemed very, very easy to get a lot. Let's increase speed. We can increase... Yeah, let's do that. Plundering Aquilonia. Set them free. They actually have a fair amount of soldiers there in this place. The Crotoni and everyone else. Crotoni, are you willing to go for peace? No, no, okay. I'm backing down, don't worry. We just need to keep an eye out. We're gonna have rebels soon. I've said that multiple times, but this is actually true now. In Hirpini, Maleventum. Oh, it's close enough. We can reach there in time. Just need to get rid of someone. We take a look here. We are at war with these guys. These guys. Are you willing to go? No. And these guys over here. So not too many. Just that they have a lot of boats. Which I guess is natural. Shouldn't I be able to walk through the lands that they can walk through? No, wait, there's a fort here. The fort is in the way. Let's just walk here. Maybe they will try to walk around. And he does have 2 in siege, so it's better to stand there if we're gonna stand somewhere. Sure, it is a bit more attrition, but we are fine. What was this musical track, by the way? This was Winds of Ithaca, Roman Hellenic. Soon we will be an Egyptian theme. They actually did walk through now. That's good. Let's close it behind them. And we got some slave revolts that we probably need to deal with. So that was the Croatan army, or at least parts of it, being completely wiped, almost. It's good for the Republic that the Democrats gain power. And then we will go and take out the main army of the enemy, as they try to siege us down and fail at it. Let's do diplomat. Yeah, we've routed most of their army. Maybe now they will be a bit more willing to go for... Nope. Nope. Okay. Maybe if we got military access through these guys. And then... did they say no? Wow. They allow us military access. Okay, they allow us... Oh, once again, that was not the issue. The issue was the fort. Now I remember. God damn it. And we don't want them to stand over there in Neapolis. Are you gonna give up soon? They have lost. They should just surrender. We're gonna have to go up and deal with them. We're gonna have to deal with them. That's just how it is. And now we at least have the fort in Veii, so that's gonna help in future wars. Ah, come on, catch them. There we go. That's just how I wanted it. There, take them too, and then walk down. Finally, we got that fort. Now we just go down and finish it. Because with that fort down, we can simply walk through here. Sure, we will have to siege that down, but we can walk through this land. A hard battle, but we won it. And now we completely annihilated them. So Heraclea, as soon as we siege this, hopefully they will be willing to go for a peace. They are not, however. But not very close either. So we're gonna have to siege it a bit. Which is completely fair. It is Neapolis that we want to take though. At least I want to take Neapolis. And deal with the Neapolis soldiers that are built on this damn island and then ferried over 500 men each at a time. And why do they want to be part of this war? They have military strength, minus 40. Is that the navy? Are they talking about their navy? Or do they have soldiers over here? Poseidonia, Regio, blah blah blah. Let's siege it down. It's going well enough so far. They seem to be at war with other people as well. Yep, they are. LaCroix, Syracuse, Sybaris, a lot of people. So maybe they want to go for peace now. Nope, they don't want to. We're gonna force them to be our religion. We're gonna force them to assimilate. Speaking of assimilating, how's it going everywhere? Okay, there's a separatist popping up. Maybe we should give them the leader. No, he's busy. Okay, we're just gonna have to march in with our army and hope for the best. Hope for the best. Let's do it. There we go. That rebellion is done with, and then we have the Vestinian rebellion. They want to give Hatria to Vestini. So that's gonna be over here. Let's put our army there, or one of the smaller one. And let's just speed it up while we wait for things to happen. Because we want that siege to be done so we can get them out of the war. Very stubborn bastards. But at the same time we don't want to go all in there. Siege? No, apparently not. And election, pick that guy, the diplomat. We do have quite a bit of diplomatic power. Maybe that wasn't the best choice. Maybe we should have gone for a military man. Come on, city. Just give up. And are they back again? How annoying. How annoying. Just surrender to you damn rebels. The rebels are too strong. I can't defeat all those rebels. Shouldn't they break soon? Shouldn't they go there and defeat them? Oh, they're fighting each other on this land while we are just sieging. Never mind us, guys. Just keep on fighting. We're sieging over here. It's all good. Come on, disease outbreak. Just surrender already. Defenders of Volaterre collaborate with the enemy. Well, that's stupid. This is all the way over here. Oh. Oh. There's, okay, those kind of guys. Alright, let's go over there. A man from Carthage has arrived. Alright. It still has not taken this siege. It's a long siege. It's going to take forever to be done with, apparently. Let's lower speed a bit. Come on, come on. There we go. We did it. Heraclea is out. We can have peace with them. We can tell them. We can force their religion, war operations, and their money. That's a lot of money. Alright, that is one done. One enemy is out. We can still keep that thing. And then we have a few more enemies. We declare war on Posidonia. But we want to get rid of, I think, Croton. Are they willing to go for a peace? They are willing to go for a peace. Let's get rid of them. So Croton are out. And then we have... Who else is left? It is Region. Region, you're in war with people. You should be willing to go out. But no. With Croton gone, how many ships do they have left on their side? A fair amount, actually. But will it be enough? Let's try. Let's go out with our navy and see if we can defeat them. If nothing else, I want to keep this strait open so that rebels can walk over. Oh no, now the rebels are gone. Let's invade. Let's invade. The rebels are gone. We have a naval battle up here, going great. So we have naval supremacy. And now we invade Neapolis. There we go. Actually walk back around. These are some annoying people. Just walking around like crazy people. Ostia. Take that. A hard battle. But it will be a victory. There we go. Victory has been achieved. And now we wait for that siege to be done, and then we can probably have a nice, wonderful peace. They are sitting on their little island there with 5,000 men. And their ships. Trying the damnedest to survive. Just want to check out Babylon over here. How's it going for them? The Babylons, they're a target of coalition of a lot of people. Once again, coalitions are not that dangerous. They do have Phoenicia, I think, as the autonomous vassal. Yep, they do. And there we have Carthage. Beautiful Carthage. That hopefully we will defeat. Eventually. What? They took Ostia? Damn it. Stop giving devastation to our homeland. It's devastation all over the place now. Latium should be untouched by war. Here we go, they have been defeated. Just staying around like annoying people. Okay, so the truce is over for coalition and immediately people have joined in. Unsurprisingly. Let's do a military man. Pisai, Lucani has joined in. Have the Piceni joined in? No, they have not. We could declare war on them before they join in. Just so we have a separate war with only them in. To do that, we would need to leave a lot of troops to siege these guys over here. Together with these extra reinforcements, we could do it. So let's declare war on them before they join in any coalition. But we will do that in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining in and being part of this great wars that have wrought across the entire peninsula. Rome has grown a tiny bit, not a lot. We've mostly been having these annoying wars and long wars. That's the Greek thing, the long, exhausting wars. And being quite annoying. The Greeks are quite annoying, at least in Magna Graecia. They are small, but they are many, and they're willing to help out, and they have a lot of soldiers each. And they also have a tendency to build forts, as you can tell here. We have a fort here, we have a fort here, we have a fort a little everywhere. And in the next episode, we will go to war with the Piceni. We will maybe have another coalition war. We might exploit that coalition war to expand even further. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But until then, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.